God created Arrakis to test the faithful. Frank Herbert, Dune. Hi, I'm Dice Baby. Welcome to the channel. So, I review games so you don't have to. Today, we're going to review the Dune TTRPG, based on Frank Herbert's sci-fi classic Dune, first published in 1966. Developed by Modiphius Games, the Dune TTRPG allows players to experience the complex and moving world of Dune for themselves. The Dune TTRPG uses a 2d20 system, which is a streamlined and narrative-focused system and leans more towards storytelling over combat. This system allows players to collaboratively tell their story together through a shared experience and shared pools of points that they can use throughout the game. The game allows for a wide, unique character creation, allowing players to take on roles of key sort of figures within each house and create a house together, whether this be a house major, minor, or entering level house. The game also has a unique system called momentum and threat. Momentum can be used by players to do a wide variety of things, whether it be make target skill checks easier, add additional dice to their rolling pool, or just generally move things forward. Threat, on the other hand, is for the Game Master. The Game Master can use this to add dice to the pools of NPCs, make plot points happen, like use it to excel plot points or make things a bit more challenging for the players to help drive the story forward. This system creates a dynamic and ever-changing player experience, where the players need to work together to be strategic and balance their resources to ensure the success of their house. Modiphius has launched several different adventure books for players, as well as the core rulebook. The core rulebook outlines everything you need to play, as well as a rich but quick history of the Dune universe, so you can choose what setting and time in the Dune universe to have your game set. Adventure books take players on epic quests for the Dune universe. These adventure books allow players to explore the Dune universe in a rich and faithful way to the original vision of Frank Herbert's novel. They provide a rich and immersive gaming experience. In Dune, you can choose a variety of roles for your characters. These roles define what your skills and attributes are as a player. Some of the roles you can choose to be include a Mentat. So the Mentat are superhuman computers making vast calculations in a matter of seconds. These are fantastic if you want to sort of have an idea of where to take the party or work out what's the probability of something successfully working. You can also be a Bene Gesserit. Bene Gesserits are sometimes referred to as witches from people that aren't a part of the Order. They're an order of females who have psychic abilities and can control people through an ability called the Voice. They also have a neat ability called Prana Bindu, which allows you in-game, if you're making a move roll, to automatically create one of them as a success. You can also play a character who's a Fremen, who grew up on Arrakis in the harsh desert environment. These are skillful fighters and great at survival, and will often come in handy in the desert scenes or in combat when you're versing opposing houses in battle. You may also choose to play a House Noble. Being a House Noble means you have political connections, and are often good in the espionage side of things, or negotiating your way through into other houses to work something out. Political ties do play a strong influence within the game. What set Dunes apart from other tabletop RPGs is the fact that it's far more narrative focused and storytelling focused than rules and mechanics. Combat is an occasional thing, and player death should be very rare, if at all. Dune is more focused on the players telling a progressive narrative and working together and creating complex and rich characters and houses and stories, rather than walk up to a guy, hit him in the head with a sword, keep going. The game features a large amount of unique houses and political factions, which part of your houses forms the larger tapestry of. Within this, you'll find that you'll have opposing rival houses who dislike you and will do anything they can to sabotage you or cause problems for you. Having said that, you can also go out of your way to go to Landstrata to make allies through political connections and favours. Dune is a fantastic game for people who are fans of the novels and the movie, as it allows a rich and fulfilling experience that is faithful to the original concept work. The game's unique mechanics and collaborative gameplay make it a burst of fresh air for players who are used to the traditional TTRPGs and looking for something a bit more new and updated. After having recently run a session, the negatives that I found were, unless you're heavily knowledgeable on the world of Dune, it can feel sort of strange and bizarre, or some players have a lack of understanding of what might be expected of them or their roles. Additionally, being set in the Dune universe means that it's definitely going to heavily appeal towards people who are more sci-fi orientated, so it may not have that broad appeal to other players. I guess end of the day, it depends if you have a table who are friends and all fans of sci-fi, it is definitely worth looking into. If you have friends who are Dune fanatics, it's well worth the play. The stories are really, really rich and really well thought out, and have been consulted with Brian Herbert about what his father would want in his legacy. The game's strength lies in the fact it's a deep immersion into the world of Dune. Its other strength is the collaborative play and its encouragement of role-playing over sort of hack and slash. If you get the chance to check it out, there is published works of a quick start rule guide for free RPG Day from a couple of years ago. I believe it's still available on Modiphius's website, and it's well worth a look into for a deeper consultation of the rules to see if it's worth you picking up and at least trying out. So, what would I rate Dune? I'd give Dune 3 out of 5 spice piles. Unfortunately, because of the nature of the story, it's harder for new players to jump on board with without having learning a lot of heavy sort of back lore. However, as a Dune fan, I personally loved playing it and really enjoyed the look of the shock on my player's face as a giant worm came crashing out eating their ornithopter. Once again, I'm Dice Baby. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to share the video. Thank you.